one thing I don't like is deceiving people. I mean, if you're not going to accommodate somebody, then don't raise their hopes. Don't say that you're going to accommodate them when they get to the country, and then when they're on their way, about to board a plane, then you switch off your phone. I feel it is wicked and it is unfair to do that. Hi guys, hello, welcome back to my channel. This is another video in the JAPA series. I hope you enjoyed the last video I dropped on JAPA. Well, in this video I want to share with you one mistake to avoid if you want to JAPA, one thing you should not do, or maybe you just want to travel briefly and you have the intention of going back to your country. Still avoid this mistake. And what is that mistake? Avoid over-reliance on somebody who has promised that they would accommodate you when you land in that country that you're going to. Don't put your trust in human beings. A human being can promise you one thing right now, and the next minute they can have a change of mind. It is only God that does not change his mind. It is only God that will promise you and not fail. So it will be a big mistake if you want to JAPA and then you are relying on somebody that has said that they would accommodate you. Now I'm saying this based on my own experience and the experiences of some of my close friends. So this is not something abstract that I am telling you. Somebody will tell you before you JAPA that, don't worry, come over. When you come, we'll accommodate you. Maybe you're even going with your family. So, don't worry, we'll accommodate all of you. And then, if you are lucky that they don't switch off their phones, thank your stars. Thank your stars. There was a guy that went to study many years back. He used to be my church member in Nigeria. And then he went over to South Africa. He was invited over. He supposedly knew a friend that was to host him. And then, when he got there, his friend's number was switched off. What? So typical. This guy was homeless for several weeks. He became dirty. He became a street guy for several weeks that ran into months. Thank God for the mercy of God. And when he was telling us this experience, he was almost in tears, like he would never try it again. He would never even advise his enemy to try that. That somebody just says, come over, I will still have your own money. One of my friends was telling me recently that the first time he went to London, he had already made an arrangement, not even made an arrangement. He had a friend there at that time. And this friend, they've already talked. They had talked. He said, come over, I'll accommodate you and everything. He had his uncle in that country, but he felt like, okay, he should stay with somebody that is his friend, like his age mate. They'll be able to roll better. And so he chose this friend over going to his uncle's place. When he got to Muritala Mohammed International Airport, his friend's number became unreachable. He thought that maybe he's at work. He switched off his phone and something like that. When he landed at the Heathrow Airport in London, his friend was still not reachable. Up to the time that he left London, his friend's number was not reachable. Thank God that he had his uncle there. It was his uncle that came to his rescue. So don't rely too much on anybody that says that they will accommodate you. In 2014, one of my friends called me and said that, she was coming over to South Africa. You know, this friend, she was not my friend directly. She was my friend's friend. So somehow she became my friend too. Anyways, so she told me that she was coming over. I was so happy that she was coming over. I told her, please let me buy some attachments and one or two other things. I can't remember. And then she said, okay. I was even happy that, thank God, I've seen somebody that will help me bring cheap attachments. You know, when you're abroad now, all those things, they can be a bit expensive. Anyways, the morning that she was supposed to arrive, I had an exam that morning. And then she called me. I greeted her, welcome back. Your flight was so early and all of that, you know. And then she told me, she gave me a shocker She told me that her friend that she was supposed to stay with, that told her to come over, that his number had not been reachable. For her too, before she boarded the plane at Muritala Mohammed International Airport. I don't know how these people do it. Maybe when you tell them that you're already on your way, they just become incommunicado. And since me had already committed myself, I said, let me buy some things. That was how I had to carry the responsibility. She now begged me that, please, can I come to your place and put up there until I'm able to reach my friend, my brothers and my sisters. That is how, let me stay here until I'm able to reach my friend and I will go to his place. That was how she spent the entire duration of her visit at my place. Something that I did not plan for. She also did not plan for it. For me, that did not go down well. Tayo, if you are watching this video, I was evicted from that apartment. Yes, I was evicted from that apartment because the landlord became angry that I did not tell him that I was bringing somebody over. I tried to explain to him that this was an impromptu thing. My friend was in need. She did not plan to stay at my place, but he wasn't having any of that. It was just being touchy that, bills. We even said, okay, we'll pay more for electricity and all of that. As Nigerians, I believe that we still show more understanding in some things. We can still take some shockers. We can still cope well in some impromptu situations. Some foreign nationals cannot really take that. They expect that your plan must be in total, as in. To cut the long story short, I was evicted. The moment my friend left the country and went back to Nigeria, I was told to leave. I did not find it funny. I was writing exams that period. I didn't tell my friend that was what happened. But now, I'm sure she will watch this video. And not long after I was evicted, there was another family that called me that they were coming over to the country, that I would accommodate them. I begged them, I said, please, I won't be able to do it. Luckily for me, I had somebody that helped me. I quickly got another apartment. But I told them, I'm sorry, I would not be able to do it. They didn't find it funny. They did not understand. I tried to explain to them, but they still didn't get it. They thought that I just did not want to help, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't allow my studies to be disrupted too much that period. Once you're abroad, the more people in the house, the higher your bills. You pay for everything. You pay for water, you pay for electricity. And some landlords are very, very strict on the number of people that can stay in a particular house or an apartment. So they factor in all of those things. But one thing I don't like is deceiving people. I mean, if you're not going to accommodate somebody, then don't raise their hopes. Don't say that you're going to accommodate them when they get to the country, and then when they're on their way, about to board a plane, then you switch off your phone. I feel it is wicked and it is unfair to do that. Sometimes people are just talking and maybe in passing, you just say, now I'd like to come over, I'd like to, pay a visit. And then all of a sudden you say, no problem, now come, we are here for you. But deep down in your heart, you know that you do not have the capacity to host them. Then don't raise their hopes. Give them an excuse or just tell them the truth. Nobody's going to kill you for that. I even believe that you should tell them the truth. That because of the current situation, you will not be able to do it. Be honest. Or if you cannot be honest, then don't raise their hopes at all. Don't tell them to come when actually you don't even want them to know what you're going through. See, some people cannot accommodate you because they also are still trying to find their feet in a strange land. And if you find somebody that is able to accommodate you, I need to tell you this, just respect yourself. Don't push your luck too far. In my own opinion, don't stay more than 2 weeks. If somebody agrees to accommodate you, whether you're going alone or with your family, and then you want to put up with somebody, just do it. In the meantime, for you to be able to get an apartment, for you to get yourself together. Because if you do not leave on time, it can put a dent on your relationship, the relationship that you have with that person. I can tell you for free that if you overstay your welcome, they will become touchy. It's not their fault, so don't blame them. The more you stay, the longer you stay, the higher their bills. And everything is factored in. They know how much they're earning. So they don't want to pay extra for too long. So don't stay more than 2 weeks. Quickly do everything that you can and go and get your own apartment. Because if they don't have the courage to tell you, that's when they will be asking you, Sister Tayo, for how long will you take your bath? Are you not done in the bathroom? Because you stay long in the bathroom, they are calculating that you're using too much water. Just pray that you don't start having running stomach. They'll be asking you, how many times are you going to poo in a day? They will come to your room to peep and help you to switch off the lights, all those things. You might not find it funny. You might find it a little bit embarrassing. So just respect yourself. Maximum of 2 weeks. Pack your load and leave. Because if you don't leave, like I said, your relationship might not be the same. Even if they've agreed to accommodate you, still make your own plans. And I need to tell you this, if you are traveling abroad, now I'm talking to those who are JAPA, have money that will sustain you for at least 6 months. You might think that things will be easy there. In fact, some people think that as soon as they land abroad, a job will be dropped on their lap. You might think that it will be easy, and it might not. So prepare for eventualities. Plan yourself well. If job doesn't come on time, at least you still have some money to get you an apartment. You still have some money to feed, to do 1 or 2 things that you want to do, so that you not be under too much pressure. The people that you are going to meet there, some of them are also still trying to make ends meet. They are not yet balanced. So you coming to be a burden might also be unreasonable. So avoid over-reliance on people. Don't put trust in anybody that says, I'm going to accommodate you, that says, oh, you can stay at my place, except the person is your family member. I cannot speak on that. But that, oh, he's my friend, my former classmate, I know somebody, I know somebody that connected me to somebody. Don't. If they accommodate you, if they don't switch off their phones on you, good. And if they don't, respect yourself. Don't overstay your welcome. Or what do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you have any experience, or do you know somebody that's had a similar experience, or you want to share something? Just drop it in the comments. Let's have a conversation. Thank you for watching. I'll still bring you more tips, more mistakes to avoid if you want to JAPA, or if you want to travel, or if you want to relocate. Until I see you again, be intentional. Bye-bye. She said that I would accommodate that I would accommodate that my thing. And then it means that they don't want to come clean to you.